Bella, obviously you guys struggle shooting or just scoring offense. What was that? Do you credit them? And then you finally kind of got it going there in the fourth quarter.
I would definitely say that they're a very physical and aggressive team. Like, no catch was easy. When we're cutting in the lane, we're all kind of like, there's some hands, there's some different bumps and things. But, I mean, that's what you have to do whenever you want to disrupt someone's offense. I think that there were several times, though, that it was like after timeouts or even just Coach Nicki got us kind of settled that we executed really well and got the looks that we wanted. But I definitely think that we had to get to the shots that were us in Baylor basketball to get points on the board tonight, because whenever we tried to do our own thing, it didn't work out for us.
Would you say that that Corpus Christi team is a lot tougher than people are giving them credit for? Obviously, we saw them, take down A&M not that long ago, and they kind of tested you guys early. So is it kind of a team that maybe a lot of people are overlooking?
Yeah, our coaches definitely gave them the credit that they deserve. Whenever we were doing our scout, they just said that they're very strong and physical, and they know who they are. They know their identity as a team. So the things that they execute well, they're going to do them. And I think that we kept them from doing those things. We disrupted their offense, denied those catches, got through screens really well, and just played really solid defense. So it wasn't easy for them to be who they are tonight or today.
Yeah, you had 7 points in the first quarter. What was working for you, and what were you guys just trying to do to make sure that happened?
Honestly, just letting the game come to me, playing with pace, being disciplined, just everything overall, just being disciplined.
Bella, do you feel like that was kind of the most active and connective you guys have been on defense this season in terms of forcing deflections, blocks, et cetera?
I think so. I mean, this is what, game 4, 3? I don't know. But I think as each game goes on, we progress within that. I mean, we work on it every day. Like, we know whenever that first closeout defensive drill comes, that we just have to be intense and in deny and in the places we need to be in. But I do think that we got through screens, especially we call it their dive action. It was like a triple stagger, and we communicated and got through all that really well. So.
Bill, I don't know if that was a career high, but I think 5 blocks.
I didn't know that. Probably.
Yeah,
it might be.
And then you guys had a bunch of blocks. Maybe was that a big emphasis today, making sure you had it on the defense even when the offense isn't going?
Yeah, I would say that's always us. We talk about how we're a pressure team. We want to be in deny. We want to be in those spots. But we really this past week have worked on our rotation and communicating on who is where in our rotation, so that when the time comes on those drives, we're there to either make a play or to just get a stop. So,
Bella, this game, no one went off for like 20 or anything like that. Just when everyone's able to kind of pitch in and score like that, how difficult is it to defend you guys when y'all are firing on all cylinders?
We're really good. We're a really good team. We have people who are better at certain things than others, but like you said, whenever everyone's doing what they're supposed to do, we're going to have people who chip in a little bit, and every point that someone brings, whether it's off the bench, in the starting lineup, some crazy and want to play, anything like that, it just really contributes and helps our team grow. So I think that it's good that we have a lot of people who can do a lot of things. I have to brag on Yaya real quick. I've seen Yaya grow so much in the past year. She always has come in, and Nicki uses that phrase of instant offense. And she really is, and she's become way more disciplined in the shots that she takes, the looks that she has. So it's not only her scoring, but she comes in, she gets assists, she gets stops. So love you, Yaya. I'm proud of you. And shout out to Nettie. She hit her 1,000th point today.
Yay.
Yeah, I mean, you hear that from Bella, Yaya. Just how good is it to kind of know your role and be able to step in like that and have, the full support from not just Nicki, but also your teammates?
It feels great. I know that my teammates and coaches believe in me, so it gives me the confidence to go out there and do what I have to do.
Aww. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Sick 'em.
Nicki, you guys obviously struggled from the offensive end. Is that credit to Corpus Christi, or was this just an off day for you guys?
Well, I need to give credit to Corpus Christi because if you look at them analytically, this is what they do, you know? So am I frustrated with our offensive execution and our inability to finish at the rim? Yes. Do I think they had something to do with it? Yes. I think they make you play to some jump shots. They make you, and then when you get the corner turn, they're usually in rotation, or someone's on your hip. Like they're physical, so someone's on your hip most of the time. They dive under those ball screens, and then you got to meet them, and you got to win kind of the what we call holding the line to the rim. And I thought we got there. I thought we just didn't finish. I thought, as well as Bugs has finished all season, she struggled to finish in the lane tonight. Jada struggled to finish in the lane. Sarah struggled to finish in the lane. So we just didn't get there and finish. But I thought we got to some good shots. When you shoot better from 3 than 2, that's not ideal. But I mean, we made enough to create separation.
They were within 2 there in the second quarter, and then the timeout, and you came out on a 9-0 run. What did you guys see in that second quarter to just pull away a little bit?
I actually thought, I thought Madison gave us really good minutes in that stretch. She didn't try to do too much. She screened. She pursued the ball off the offensive glass. She didn't try to go back up with it. I thought we executed. They went zone a couple times. We hit a shot. I think that the nature of how they play is very uncomfortable for us. And it's even very uncomfortable for me coaching because I don't like slowing down. I like the game to go up and down. But when you face a team that runs 20, 25, 28, 29 seconds off the clock on every possession, and then you grab it, whether it's a miss or a steal or a make, and you run down and you take the first shot, one pass to the wing shot, and then they rebound, and then you got to go guard for 25 seconds again. And so I thought we did a better job of playing to secondary actions. I thought we stayed on the glass, and there were so many rebounds in this game because both teams shot it so poorly that there were a lot of balls to go get, but I thought we pursued the ball off the rim, and I thought Yaya had really good minutes for us tonight as well, and she was in during that stretch.
To kind of build off that, do you think today was the most connected y'all have been defensively in terms of forcing turnovers, blocks, causing deflections?
Yeah, I thought, it's hard. It's hard to defend for that long. I thought there were times that we did break down, and we didn't break down. We broke down because it got to 7 or 8 on the clock, and then it was freelance, right? So we did an excellent job, I thought, of guarding all their Princeton elbow action. Really good job. Made them hard to catch the ball in the high post. Made them uncomfortable when they would catch it in the high post. Didn't make a lot of mistakes on their split action. And then all of a sudden you get to 8, and now someone's got to go make a play. And now's when you got to sit down and you got to guard your yard. You got to sit down and play ball screen coverage late because they're not a ball screen team, but they're going to slide into them late when they're trying to manufacture something. And I think that's when we ended up with a lot of our blocks. They're trying to make a play down the stretch. They're putting their head down. Had they made those plays, 8 seconds into the shot clock, now they got more time to read the rotation and make the extra. But when you get down 5-4, now you got to go make a play. Those are the easy shots to block because they got to get it up on the rim. But I thought our rotations were good in those situations. Bella blocked her own player shot a lot. But I think that had a lot to do with it. They were kind of in, we got to go we're not manufacturing anything in our offense. Now we got to go manufacture it one-on-one. And so I thought we did a good job of rotating and being there for one another. We weren't always there when they missed the shot, just getting to those backside rebounds because they were kind of flying all over the place.
Yeah, an offensive struggle at times, but off of 23 points off of turnovers, just how dangerous is this team when they're out and running and going downhill like that?
Yeah, normally really, really good. I thought, We got some easy ones. I thought Sarah did a good job leading the break a couple times with Bugs, finding her. We hit a trail three, a kick out three. Sarah pulled up in transition. I thought we didn't probably as well as we're capable of. You saw that third quarter where we'd get a turnover and then we'd turn it back over to them, and then we'd get a turnover and then we'd turn it back over to them. So for me, I want to know when I look back at the film, and this is just me always telling the truth. It's like, how many of those points off turnovers did we turn into because of the steal? We went and got a layup. I know Jada got one of those, and how many did we get a turnover? It was a charge. I mean, Bella took a bunch of charges today too. Did they set their defense, but then we executed? That's still points off turnovers, but one doesn't really lead to the other. It just gets the ball back. So I want to know how many live ball turnovers where we created offense, because I thought that was an area we could have been better, honestly. But I thought, when we executed, we got to good shots. We just were kind of out of sorts, and we were getting bothered by, I thought Jada allowed missing layups and free throws to really get in her head. And she's just got to let that stuff go. She's got to go to the next possession. She's too valuable to us. She can be not great at times at the offensive end, but she's so key to our defensive success because of the pressure she puts on the ball that, she's got to let sometimes those things go.
And then you mentioned Madison earlier, plus 22 in just 9.5 minutes on the floor. What kind of made her so impactful in her time on the floor?
She didn't do anything but what she was supposed to do. I thought she competed at the defensive end. She was where she was supposed to be in her coverage. She was where she was supposed to be in our coverage. Offensively, we didn't try to play to her or play through her. I thought, like all our kids, she got frisky one time and tried to score when she could have just gone inside out because we had action against the zone. But I just think she screened, she moved it, she got other people's shots, and maybe she didn't get assists, but she got a couple offensive rebounds in that stretch too. So, I just don't think she was trying to do too much. She just was trying to make her team better. She ran the floor hard every possession. She screened. She did all the little things.
She obviously fouled out, but was that just a struggle all day for Aranette? Maybe she wasn't demanding the ball either, although she did. I guess maybe it was early in the third quarter.
Yeah, those were set plays to her, that we went in and gave her the ball. I think, she's still learning when to drag, when to rim run. She found herself in no man's land a little bit like Oregon again, where she's running the floor really hard, which I appreciate. But she's not looking what side the ball's coming down the floor. So she's on one side of the court and the ball's coming down the floor on the other side. So we don't have a drag and we don't have an early post feed. And then I think the fouls kind of got in her head because I sat her a little bit in the first half. I thought the post-up foul, we probably needed to give it to her sooner. I thought she was posting too long, and then do I know if that's a good call or not? I don't know. But I would rather she get that kind of foul than, her first foul where she just slapped down on somebody for no reason, and instead of just walling up and being hard to score over. So I do think she got frustrated, and we just got to go to the next. We just got to do a better job of her being in the right spot. I always say, it's the thing that Madison understands better right now. And not that Nettie isn't an elite player, because she is, and we've got to play to her. But Madison is rarely in no man's land, and right now, sometimes Kayla does the same thing. She ends up on the backside, low block, not ducking in, or she fades out to short corner, and it's she needs to be in the next action. She needs to be rising so she can get in the next ball screen. She needs to be ducking in so we can give her the ball. But I think that's kind of her rest moments, and we got to keep her from resting. Thanks.